Dear students, let's start today's chapter, that is chapter number 2, parallel lines and transversals. Now let's see what is the meaning of parallel lines. Two lines in the same plane which do not intersect each other are called parallel lines. Two lines in the same plane which do not intersect each other are called parallel lines. Now, what is the meaning of two lines in the same plane? See, suppose this is line L and this is line M. These two lines are in the same plane. Now, which plane? Yes, these two lines are in the plane of this board. Now, suppose these are the two lines. Here these two lines are in the same plane, like this or like this. These two lines are also in the same plane. These two lines are also in the same plane. But this line and this line, these are not in the same plane. The plane of this line is different and the plane of this line is different. This line and this line. Plane of this line is different, plane of this line is different. So those two lines should be in the same plane. When I take a book, suppose these two lines are on this book, so these two lines are in this plane. Now this plane is different. This plane is different. This plane is different. So those two lines should be in the same plane and which do not intersect each other. Now line L and line M are not intersecting each other. Therefore these lines are parallel lines. Now suppose this is line P and this is line Q. Now are these lines intersecting or not? So at this moment it seems that these two lines are not intersecting each other, but you know that the lines are infinite. So when this line goes like this, line P, and line Q goes like this, then they will intersect each other. Therefore these lines are not parallel lines, because they are intersecting each other at some point. So these are intersecting lines and these are parallel lines. Now what is a transversal or transversal line? See, now here this is line M and this is line N, and there's another line. Suppose this is line X. Line X intersects line M and line N. Suppose this intersection point is point J and this intersection point is point K. So line X intersects line M and N in two distinct points. Therefore line X is the transversal line of line M and line N. Now see one more figure. Suppose this is line X and this is line Y and this is line Z. Now line Z intersects line X and Y at a single point P. This line Z intersects line X and Y at a single point P. Therefore line Z is not a transversal of line X and Y. Here line Z is not a transversal line. This is not a transversal line, and in this figure line X is a transversal line. Line X is a transversal line of lines M and N, and this segment JK. This segment JK is called intercept. This is called intercept segment JK. Okay. Angles made by a transversal. Now here you can see line AT is the transversal line of line PQ and line RS. Students, can you tell me how many angles are formed at point M and point N? How many angles at point M? So there are 4 angles formed at point M. This is the first angle, that is angle, can you tell me its name? This is angle AMP or angle PMA. We can't say angle M only, because when we say angle M, we can't understand which angle M. This angle is also M, this angle is also M, this angle is also M, this angle is also M. So this will not be here, it will not be appropriate to call the angle by vertex point. So we will call it by 3 letters, that is angle AMP or PMA. This is the first angle. This is second angle. What is its name? AMQ or QMA. The third angle will be QMN or QMT. Both names are correct. QMN or NMQ. And the fourth angle will be PMN or NMP. These are the 4 angles formed at point M. Let me write their names. Angle AMP or angle PMA. This is the first angle. Second angle AMQ or angle QMA. Third angle is angle QMN or angle NMQ. Fourth angle is angle PMN or angle N. The fourth angle is PMN or NMP. Now these are the 4 angles at point M. Now at point N again 4 angles are formed. This is one angle, this is another angle, this is one more angle, and this is one more angle. So 4 angles are also formed at this point N. What is the name of this angle? Angle RNM or angle MNR. Angle RNM or angle MNR. Sixth angle, this will be angle MNS or SNM. Seventh angle is angle SNT, angle SNT or angle TNS. And the last angle is angle RNT or angle TNR. These are the 8 angles formed at point M and N. Now we have to understand about arms of these angles. See, angle AMQ. The 2 arms of this angle are ray MA and ray MQ. These are the 2 arms. So one arm is at this transversal and the other arm is at this line PM. About when we consider angle AMP, again one arm is at the transversal ray MA, and the other arm ray MP is on this line. You take any angle, suppose we take angle MNS. So again ray NM, one arm is on the transversal and the other ray NS is on this line. So you take any angle, its one arm will be on the transversal and the other arm will be on the one of the two lines. So in each angle this feature applies, one arm on the transversal, other arm on the line, and this is called the right hand side of this transversal and this side is the left side of the transversal. Now these 8 angles, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, these 8 angles are grouped in different pairs, and what are those pairs called, we will now understand that. Now different pairs of angles formed by transversal of two lines. Now the first pair is corresponding angles. Now what are corresponding angles? A pair of angles whose one arm is on the same direction on the transversal and the other arm is on the same side of the transversal, then those pair of angles is called corresponding angles. Example, angle AMQ and angle MNS. Now their one arm is on the transversal in the same direction, that is angle ray MA of angle AMQ, ray MA and ray NS is on the same direction, and the other arms ray MQ and ray NS are on the same side. So I repeat, when a pair of angles whose one arm is on the same side on the transversal, same direction, and the other arm is on the same side of transversal, then that pair of angles is called corresponding angles. One such pair is angle AMQ, angle AMQ and angle MNS. This is one such pair. Can you tell me another such pair? Yes, angle AMP and angle MNR. Again their one arm is on the same direction, that is ray MA and ray NM. These are on the same direction on the transversal and the other arms are in the same side of the transversal, left side, ray MP and ray NR. Therefore these angles are also corresponding angles, angle AMP and angle MNR. Dear students, I would like to tell you one more thing, that when you look at these angles, angle AMQ and angle MNS, you will see that a letter F of English alphabet is formed. It may be upside down, but see, F is formed here. Or you may take these two angles, angle AMP and angle MNR. Letter F is formed, but it is upside down. Now two more pairs of corresponding angles are there. Can you tell me their names? Yes, two more pair. One pair is angle QMN and angle SNT. See, F is again formed. Again their arms are on the same direction, the transversal, that is ray MN and ray NT, and the other arms are on the same side, ray NQ and ray NS. So third pair of corresponding angles is angle QMN, angle QMN and angle SNT, and the remaining fourth pair is angle PMN, angle PMN and angle RNT. R and T. Now second pair of angles is interior angles. Now what are interior? Interior means you may know from the name itself, interior means जो अंदर है, inside. Now the pair of angles which is on the same side of transversal and those angles are inside the given lines, that pair of angles is called interior angles. Example, angle QMN, angle QMN and angle MNS, angle QMN and angle MNS, this angle and this angle. Now these two angles are on the same side of transversal, right hand side, and inside the angle, inside the given lines. Therefore that pair is interior angles. So one such pair is angle QMN and angle MNS. Second such pair is on the left side inside the lines. So second pair will be angle PMN and angle MNR. Angle PMN and angle MNR. Now in the corresponding angles, letter F was formed by the angles, and here you can see a letter C of English alphabet or bracket like letter is formed. C letter is formed by this pair of angles and also by this pair of angles. So the angles are inside the lines and on the same direction, right hand side or left hand side. So these are the two pairs of interior angles. Now third pair of angles is alternate angles. Now what are alternate angles? A pair of angles whose arms are on the opposite direction on the transversal. Arms are in the opposite direction and other arm and angles are also on the opposite side of the transversal. One is on the right hand side, other is on the left hand side. Those angles are called alternate angles. Now there are two types of alternate angles. One is exterior alternate angle, and the other is interior alternate angles. Now what are interior alternate angles? See, angle QMN and angle MNR. Angle QMN and angle MNR, one is on the right hand side of the transversal, other is on the left hand side of transversal, and ray NM and ray MN, these are in the opposite direction. MN goes like this and NM goes like this. So the rays are in the opposite direction and the angles are also on the opposite side. So one such pair is angle QMN and angle MNR. These are called interior alternate angles. So interior alternate angles, the first pair is angle QMN and angle MNR. Can you tell me other pair of interior alternate angles? That is angle PMN and angle MNS. Angle PMN and angle MNS. Now this was interior alternate angles. There is one more pair, that is exterior alternate angles. One such pair is angle AMP and angle SNT. Again see there one arm is in the opposite direction. Ray MA goes upward and ray NT goes downward, and the angles are on the opposite side. One is on the left side, other is on the right side. So angle AMP and angle SNT. Angle AMP and angle SNT. And second such pair of exterior alternate angles is angle AMQ, angle RNT. Angle AMQ, angle AMQ and angle RNT. So these are the different pairs of angles formed by a transversal of two lines. Corresponding angles, interior angles and alternate angles.